Well, you're also involved over there as a columnist with the Field newspaper, the leading racing newspaper over there in Ireland, and worked at the editorial desk at the Racing Post in London.
Yeah, I did that. I used to ride out as a track rider for different stables each week in Ireland, and then I'd write a little bit about it. So I got to ride hundreds of really top-class thoroughbred horses, so that only just brought my love of thoroughbreds and horse racing further on, and that ultimately brought me here to Australia, because I came initially to see the Melbourne Cup, and that was 11 years ago now in November, and I haven't gone home since.
Good to hear it, good to hear it. The race that stops the nation brings you here and brings you to stay here from another country. Now, importantly, you're also president of the Victorian Wakeful Club, which is in fact the premier club for women involved in racing and fashion here in Victoria. And you've held that role, I think, for the last 4 years.
Yeah, I've been very fortunate to be president of the Wakeful Club. It's a really great club, and it's just brings together women from all different areas, and we all just have one common factor. We all love racing and we love horses. So yeah, if anyone is out there and would like to get involved, you can look up the Victorian Wakeful Club's website, and the more the merrier.
And Catherine, you've also been involved in judging fashion on the fields classes. You've judged at Moonee Valley, you've judged at Bendigo and Sale and Warrnambool. So obviously, you get around the country, you must enjoy judging these classes.
Yeah, well, as part of the Victorian Wakeful Club, we give out a lot of strappers prizes and best turned out classes. So yeah, it's been really good judging everyone. So I'm looking forward to this today.
Thank you very much, Catherine Kelly. Delighted to have you here with us. I might add, just a quick aside, Catherine reminded me that I was her first boss when she came to Australia some 11 years ago. So I'm glad I didn't frighten you off, Catherine. Glad you stayed on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, our horses here are magnificently turned out, and as are our leaders. Leaders dressed in race day attire, I'd suggest spring carnival attire, in fact, and already I don't envy the task that our judges have in adjudicating on this class. Taking into consideration will be the horse, the conformation of the horse, that is the makeup, how it is built, its structure, the correctness of the horse. That's vitally important in these off-the-track thoroughbreds. Now, should there be a minor blemish on the horse that occurred during racing, then that is not taken into consideration, but our judges will nevertheless still be looking for absolutely a quality off-the-track racehorse. It's wonderful to see that these horses that had a career in racing before have now adapted to a different walk of life and being shown here at the Melbourne Royal Show. Of course, for some of them, it takes a little time to adapt. You've got to consider these horses are race horses. They're bred to go fast. Many of them, all they knew was race, speed, go fast. They weren't used to being asked to go slowly, just walk and trot on a circle. Their walking and trotting was going up to be educated and re-educated to come here in the Melbourne Show. And these horses today are being shown in the lead class, but at some stage they will also be shown under saddle in ridden classes. Now being assessed by both our judges, by Becky Jenkins and by Sylvia McLaughlin, Also, our fashion judge, Caitlin Kelly, is competitor number 996. This is Hardway, nomination of Emily Grixty. Hardway is a bay gelding foaled in 2015 by the sire O'Lonro out of a mare named Miss Millie McGinty, a New Zealand bred mare. It's Hardway and Emily Grixty. First horse we saw judged today was competitor 663. It was Mark Kenzie's nomination, owned by Mark Kenzie and Holly Acriato, and it was Lindley Cloud 9. That horse was sired by Equiano, a stallion who stood here in Victoria at the Swettenham Stud out of a mare named Tendency, raced under the name of 9 Clouds. Hardway, the horse we've just seen judged, raced under the same name. On the racetrack, he raced also as Hardway. Competitor 1139 is our next. This is a New Zealand bred gelding named Tahiti, nominated by Natalie Cross, led by Hannah Cross, a gelding by Eden Wold, New Zealand stallion out of a mare named Snapwood, and this horse raced under the name of Pan Alley. It is Tahiti and Hannah Cross. Well, if you're not familiar with the show ring and the showing of horses, as you can see, these horses are beautifully plaited. Takes some time to put those plaits in. Anybody who's got a daughter or their own hair's a little long and has plaited or braided it, you know how long it can take. And I can assure you it takes equally as long to plait the manes and forelocks of these horses. Most of these horses have what we call a pull tail. That is to say, at the top of the tail, the hair is pulled and shortened to make it neat and sit very neatly. The tail is trimmed at the bottom to square it off to make it more elegant, as you can see there. And our last horse, and many of these horses, will also have a checkerboard design on their hindquarter. Now, if a horse has a very nice round bottom, if you like, sometimes it's worthwhile highlighting that. And those little squares, those checkerboards, just do exactly that, just to enhance the overall appearance and attraction of a horse. Our next horse to be judged is competitor 1983. This is Divinity, owned and led by Holly Hildebrand. Divinity raced under the name of Tied Up. Divinity is a brown mare foaled in 2013. She is by the thoroughbred stallion Oratorio out of a mare by Tsar named Tsaristic. Divinity and Holly Hildebrand. Competitor number 508 is our next horse. This is famed nomination of Jordan Barnard, owned by Mark Kensig and Kate Hosey. And this lovely black horse mare was foaled in 2012. Mare by the New Zealand stallion Non de Jure, out of a New Zealand bred mare in Red Zabetta, raced under the same name under which she shows in Famed. It's competitor 508, Jordan Barnard and Famed. Well, great to hear the support in the stands. Really good to see people have come out to see our off-the-track classes and support those ladies who have gone to so much trouble to prepare themselves and their horse as well to come into these wonderfully supported off-the-track classes. I might add, the class itself is worth $500 and a trophy rug and a garland, all thanks to Racing Victoria and their wonderful off-the-track program. Well, as you can see there, no stone's been left unturned in the presentation by Jordan of both herself and her horse. I hope you can see from the stands there the checkerboard and the shark's teeth, as we call them, on the side of the hind quarter of the horse. That's done with a brush, by brushing just in the opposite direction to the normal lie of the hair. And again, just a feature to enhance the overall opinion of the horse for our judges.
And Peter, I couldn't think of a more appropriate time than to have these classes with the Spring Carnival coming up very soon and some of our major races that have been held recently. And the coats on these horses look absolutely magnificent. So you can tell that when an animal is looked after very well and nice and healthy, the shine on their coat, it just gleams through on a brilliant sunshine day like today.
Well, I'm down here with one of our contestants in this wonderful off-the-track class with Jordan Barnard and Famed. Jordan, you look magnificent, you and your horse. A lot of preparation has gone into this.
Thank you. Yes, a lot of preparation.
But you must enjoy doing it.
Oh, yes, of course. I love it.
Now tell me, you're dressed up like you're going to the Melbourne Cup today. Do you go to the Spring Carnival racing at all?
I haven't yet, but this year will be my first year.
Right, so you're one of our younger competitors competing in the off-the-track classes.
Yes, I am.
And you're competing in the show and ridden classes as well?
Yes, I am.
Great, well done, good luck, and you're a credit to yourself and to your horse. Holly Hildebrand, lovely to have you with us. You're a regular, aren't you, in the Fashions on the Field, and a very successful one.
Yes, we have been over the last couple of years, but it's a really good event to have, and it's, fantastic that there's quite a few in the class as well.
Isn't it good to see the support that's given these classes, the support firstly by Racing Victoria, and secondly the fact, as you say, that competitors are supporting the class?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it gives the horses a life after racing, and to dress up at a show, we're not very often in a dress. We're usually the breeches and jacket and helmet, so we all look a bit different. So
now, I'm no fashion expert. Tell me about your outfit.
So I guess it takes a bit of time to put together. You buy one piece and then you buy the rest around it. So I found the dress first and then brought the other items to match, and then we all put it together and we hope for the best, I guess.
It came together very well. And very briefly, Divinity, Amir, you've shown with great success in the hack classes. On the racetrack, where she raced us tied up, how was her race record?
No, she wasn't a very good racehorse. She was too slow, so she come from WA, but unfortunately didn't have any wins. She was too slow, so she soon became a show horse.
Well, she's become a very successful show horse. Well done indeed. Thank you. Competitor 1139 is Hannah Cross. Hannah, welcome to the off-the-track class. Again, your outfit looks absolutely amazing, but I won't try to describe it. I think I'm going to leave that to you.
Yeah, so we're from Bathurst in New South Wales, so it's a perfect opportunity for my off-the-track to come and compete at our first Melbourne Royal, and just to be supported by off-the-track Victoria. It's quite surreal for a competitor.
Well, thank you very much. And what about the outfit? Tell us about that. It's got lots of roses and petals. Tell us a little about your outfit.
So I first went with the butterfly headpiece, and then from there I picked the main colour being yellow, and then the pink accessories as well.
Well, they've certainly matched up particularly well. Well done. Good luck in the class. Competitor number 996 is Emily Grexty. Emily, welcome to the off-the-track class. Fashion's on the field as well. You're leading Hardway, who raced as Hardway. He's a gelding buyer in Lonro. Do you know a little about his race record?
Yes, he was very slow. He had 10 starts and he was either last or second last in every start.
Well, we laugh about that, but in a funny sort of way, folks, that's just indicative of the love that people give horses, even though they haven't been highly successful on the racetrack. We heard about Divinity a little earlier. We now hear about this fella as well. Not very successful on the racetrack at all, but now found their niche in the show world. So do you participate in many of these off-the-track classes?
I definitely try to when they're available. Obviously, we commend Off the Track for always putting in these classes. Definitely appreciate them.
Great, thank you very much, and the very best of luck. And finally, compared to 633, this is Holly Acarito. Thank you very much. Holly Acarito it is. And Holly, how was Nine Clouds as a racehorse?
He raced for 8 years, I believe from Flemington Racecourse. He's still looking ready to race today.
Well, he is. That's interesting. I did make mention before. It's pretty difficult for these horses. All they know is race, race, race and go fast. So he raced for 8 years. So it's pretty difficult, isn't it, for him then to change his whole attitude about coming out and just being a racehorse.
Yes, it's very different for them to put up with all the makeup and just stand still out here.
Holly, now tell me about your lovely outfit as well.
Thank you. Thankfully, my family helped me put it together, starting with the dress and then the shoes and hat finally. Pretty happy with how it all turned out.
Now tell me, is this outfit going to have an outing at the Spring Carnival this year?
We might make our first debut. Probably wouldn't enter the fashions though.
Good stuff. Thank you very much. Well done to all. Ladies and gentlemen, what about giving all our competitors a round of applause for the trouble they've gone to come out here to dress up, present themselves, present their horses in our Fashions on the Field off-the-track classes.
And while everything's being tallied up down in our off-the-track competition, we have results now of Class 151, novice hack over 15 hands and not over 15 two hands. And it's a win there for number 1867 SLM Night Owl, exhibited by Stephen Merry from Battery Point in Tasmania. And I don't think that's Stephen Merry out there. It looks like Josh Clark, I've been told. In second place, 400 Avalon Park Centre Stage, exhibited by Kinloch Show Stables from Eaglehawk. In third place, number 1183, Kaltara Park Glorious, exhibited by H. Dennison and T. Murray from Narnagoon. In fourth place, 327, Arkhill Mosaic, exhibited by Tracy Andrew of Springfield in Victoria. In fifth place goes to 1117, Highgrove, exhibited by Fiona McIntyre from Inverleigh. And in sixth place, 1300, Elegance of Sefton, shown by Ashlyn Browett of Pearsdale in Victoria. Congratulations there to our winners and place getters. Stephen Merry with SLM Night Owl in first. Second, Avalon Park Centre Stage and Kinloch Show Stables. Third, Kaltara Park Glorious, exhibited by Dennison and Murrays. In fourth place, Arkhill Mosaic, exhibited by Tracy Andrew. Fifth place, Highgrove with Fiona McIntyre. And in sixth place, Elegance of Sefton with Ashlyn Browett. Well done to all those exhibitors, and hopefully very soon we'll have a result from our very important off-the-track classes here at Melbourne Royal.
Well, Wayne Lufton and our ladies are down here now being judged, of course, but at the conclusion of this, we then have a section for the men as well. And believe me, the men go to as much trouble as the ladies. I guess it's a touch easier for the men, but they make every effort indeed to present themselves just as the ladies have in the ladies section.
Great to hear. Equal opportunities, that's what we like to hear. And that was a beautiful class, Peter. The horses look so nice, and their handlers, they really did look like they're going to the races. But as you've said, what a great initiative by Racing Victoria, and of course the racing industry Australia-wide. They've really taken on the off-the-track competitions, and they've just grown and grown, and it's great to see these horses with a new zest in life that they'll hopefully be there for a long time to come.
Well, Caitlin Kelly, your judging is now finished, so I can talk to you. It won't influence the decisions being made. Did you have fun, firstly, judging those?
Oh, how could you not have fun looking at all those beautiful off-the-track horses? So it's so good to see all these thoroughbreds getting their second chance in their new career.
And what were you specifically looking at or for with the ladies' fashion?
Just like it's racewear, so just a nice spring outfit, something that's quite appropriate, which all the ladies here have made such a great effort. It's made it a very difficult job, but just that the millinery matches, the handbags and shoes, which everyone has matching, and just a nice outfit.
So just like you're wearing, is that right? Well done. Thank you very much, Captain Kelly, fashion judge of the off-the-track classes. Well, Wayne Lufton, if we have a fanfare up there, I think we're ready to make our presentation down here. Ladies and gentlemen, I can announce the winner and place getters in our Racing Victoria off-the-track led Fashions on the Field. And our winner, it is competitor 1983. It's Holly Hildebrand and Divinity. Congratulations, Holly. Well done. Lovely mare. And as Holly mentioned earlier, not very successful on the racetrack at all, but highly successful in the show ring, and a lovely outfit, and agreed by our three judges, Becky Jenkins, Sylvia McLaughlin and Caitlin Kelly, as the winner of our Racing Victoria Fashions on the Field off-the-track led class. Again, a wonderful thank you to Racing Victoria Limited for the great support they're giving our off-the-track classes, encouraging people to participate with their off-the-track horses, give them a second chance in life, a second home, and we're seeing that happen with these lovely horses out here. In fact, many of the horses here competing at the Melbourne Royal Show this year are horses that are thoroughbred horses that have previously raced, now adapted to the show ring, and Divinity, our winner today, is one of those. Ladies and gentlemen, the second award goes to competitor 508, Jordan Barnard, with Mark Kensing and Kate Hosey's nomination, Famed. Well, photos all around over there with Divinity and Holly and our judges, of course, and our great sponsors, Racing Victoria. Gee, isn't the Spring Carnival going to be a great race meeting this year at Flemington, ladies and gentlemen? Well underway, of course, the Spring Carnival, but racing is going to be super. I think the tracks look like they should be good. We're going to have a shower or two of rain at the conclusion of the Melbourne show, not before the end of it, but after it. And I think we'll have a great carnival here at Flemington and at Caulfield, not forgetting, of course, the great Cox Plate at Moonee Valley. Second award, and the ribbon now being presented to competitor 508. It's Jordan Barnard and Famed. And the third award to competitor 1139. It's Tahiti and Hannah Cross. Congratulations, well done. But a big thank you and congratulations to all 5 competitors who competed in our Fashions on the Field off-the-track classes. Well, Holly, congratulations. Great win. Well done.
Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting to win. We haven't done it for a while. We didn't do it last Melbourne Royal, so yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really pleased.
Okay, to tell the people out there, how do you get Divinity looking so shiny?
Well, I'm probably lucky. I do have a sponsor, Better Vet. They sponsor me, and I can only recommend their products are amazing. So I guess that's the key, and all the other little things that they get in their tucker. There's never an ending supplement tray or feeds. It never stops.
What about all the hard work on the end of a brush?
Yeah, that never stops either.
Now tell me, how long did it take you to get Divinity ready for the class today? At least you didn't have to put a saddle on, but just the rest of it. How long did that take you, between yourself and the horse, to get ready?
Well, I was actually ready really early today, just to get her to relax. So I was probably ready half an hour earlier than I should have been, so we probably started at least 2 hours before the class.
Tell me, you having a ride around the Gary Owen?
Not this year, no.
Why not?
I keep putting it off. I say, no, not this year, so I need to make a date and just do it. So fingers crossed next year.
Good, thank you very much, and big congratulations to Holly Hildebrand and Divinity, the winner of their off-the-track class. Ladies and gentlemen, as they parade around in front of you, I'm sure you'll give them the applause they deserve. Wayne, let's hear some right-off music for our winner and place getters of our off-the-track Fashions on the Field.
Yes, what a great event, Peter. And it just looked resplendent from up here with our winners, but also looked down and it was great to see our judges there. And our stewards. We all look like we're off to the Melbourne Cup, so we've really set the scene for the start of a spring racing carnival. And our judges and stewards down there do a great job. And a difficult job though for them when you have to combine both. But great to hear their interviews as well, especially from Caitlin. I love that Irish accent. And we've got another event coming up. We've got a gents class coming up as well. So gentlemen's led off the track and fashions on the field. So I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. Maybe you and I might get back to doing that one day, Peter, when we get a little bit fitter.
We might pass on that one. I'll leave that one to you, Wayne Loughlin, if you'd like. You're very welcome. But of course, the classes are certainly worth competing for. There's $500 and a garland and a trophy rug given to the winner of each class. There's $250 for second placing, gift prize, and a $150 gift prize as well. All of these supported by Racing Victoria and the Off the Track program. Well, I can see our gents assembling out there at the gate. We'll have those in very shortly. Good to see the gents supporting the class, isn't it, Wayne? We know the ladies like to dress up, but obviously there's some men like to dress up as well. And we're going to see those gentlemen coming in now in their off-the-track class.
Well, I think that's true. When you go to the races, or I might often watch them on TV, they have the competitions, and our male handlers, they are dressing well. I mean, they look very resplendent in their outfits. So it's great to give them the recognition. And we've got 3 starting by the look of it here, and that will be judged. But yeah, you go even to a country race meeting, and believe it or not, some of the fellas, they do like to dress up occasionally and put on their best hat and a good suit. So great to see our gentlemen handlers here coming out. They're looking, as I said, very resplendent. And again, the horses, the off-the-track thoroughbred horses, just looking beautiful. So it will be another really good event to watch, and we'll look forward to your comments coming up fairly soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now commencing the judging. As you can see, our judges moving forward for the judging the gents section of our Racing Victoria off the track led fashions on the field. 3 male competitors, great to have them out here Very pleased to see the support, be it in the smallish numbers, but great to see the support by our men in the fashions of the field. Now our steward, Leanne Taranto, asks our competitors to line up. Individually, they will come forward before our judges, both our horse judges and our fashion judge in Catherine Kelly. So our first horse coming forward is competitor 1149. This is St Andrews and being led by Brent Bennett, owned by Natalie Mackay. Judges now satisfied with their adjudication on St Andrews and Brent Bennett. Coming forward now, competitor 1098 is Fiona McIntyre's entry Westminster, owned by Fiona McIntyre and Jonathan Lumsden, and being led by Fiona's partner, Jonathan Lumsden. This is Westminster and Jonathan Lumsden, competitor 1098. Horse who raced under the name of the A-Rod. Our first horse, St Andrews, was also a very handy racehorse indeed. And finally, competitor 1507. This is Hartnell, being led by Peter Clossy, nomination of Reg Fleming and Shirley Patterson. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned a little earlier about some of these horses that weren't successful on the track in the ladies section. Here we have a horse who was highly successful on the track. One of the best racehorses of his generation for quite a number of years. Hartnell, many of you racing people here, I'm sure will remember him racing. He was a good, tough, durable racehorse raced by the great Godolphin conglomerate, and it's wonderful to see him now having this great second home and second era in life in the show ring. It's competitor 1507. It's Hartnell and Peter Clossy.
Just letting people know that in Ring 1 we will be judging the best novice hack there with our judge Lindy Walker from New South Wales. She has the 4 winners of the previous classes. Now they come together to be picked and chosen to see who will be the best novice hack.
Well, our judges now have finalised their scores. Their scores have been given in. Warren Warboys down there, one of our committeemen here in the horse section, compiling the results, putting the scores together. Jonathan Lumsden, welcome to Melbourne Show. You're usually the groom out the back of the operation, aren't you, for Fiona? But today you're to the forefront. Well done. How are you enjoying the Melbourne Show?
Yeah, hello Peter. Yeah, great show. We love coming here. It's a great week. Yes, I'm normally helping Fee, but we're a team. And as I always say, I only ever come to the big shows. So it's my turn to step out.
It is too. But of course you stepped out in the hunter classes, didn't you? Had some success in the early part of the show.
Yes, hunter classes yesterday. Brought one of my field hunters, Captain Kidd, an off-the-track racehorse. And he's been hunting 5 seasons now, so it was great to get him out.
And what about Westminster, the horse you're leading at the moment?
He's off-the-track thoroughbred. He retired a couple of years ago, finished racing over some hedges. Yeah, so he's adjusting, obviously his new life to going a bit slower and staying a bit calmer.
So Fiona, of course, your partner re-educates. She is an accredited retrainer. She retrains a number of horses, doesn't she? Now, how are you going finding homes for the horses that Fee retrains?
Yeah, look, Fee does it full time. She does a great job. It is a challenge finding new homes for off-the-track racehorses. But again, does a great job to make sure they end up in the right place.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jonathan Lumsden, leading Westminster. Now, Brent Bennett, you were down to lead another horse in the class, but you're leading this wonderful hack, St Andrews. Well, firstly, you look absolutely resplendent, I must say. No socks. That's still in, is it?
I believe so. It's going to be in now.
Well, it is today anyway. So how did you come to be leading St Andrews?
I'm good friends with Nat, and I had a little bit of a complication, so Nat just volunteered him up to sub in. Here we are.
Well, he's been very successful in the show ring, isn't he? Now, I should know. Do you know St Andrews' race record?
He raced under St Andrews. It was an import from New Zealand, and he's by Sandtrap.
That's right, I do recall that now. Yes, and he raced at St Andrews. Well, I must say he's adapted an off-the-track horse. He's had a few seasons under his belt now, but obviously has adapted to the show ring very, very well indeed. Peter Clossy, you're leading a superstar here, aren't you? I can't influence the judges. They've already put their scores in, but you are leading a super horse that many of us remember so well in the great horse Hartnell. Now, I think I'm right in saying, is this his first season out?
Yes, this is his first ride.
Okay, and he looks out here quite happy to be in the show ring.
Yeah, he's quite relaxed today, which is wonderful.
Well, maybe because that's the leader's pretty relaxed.
It does help.
And now, he had a hack class earlier today. How did he handle that under saddle?
Yeah, he wasn't too bad. He presented, he did the strikes off quite well. We were pleased with him, yeah.
But do you remember how much he won on prize money? In prize money, I can't quite recall, but it was well in the millions.
Around the 7 million mark.
Oh, only 7 million. Is that all he won? Ladies and gentlemen, how's that? This horse won $7 million on the racetrack. What a horse and what a life. Isn't it good to see the life that he's got now? And have a look how well he looks. Absolutely magnificent. Well, I can see our judges have moved over the presentation area. Therefore, I'd assume we are ready for a presentation, Wayne. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of Class 172, the Gentleman's Racing Victoria off-the-track Spring Fashions at the Show, led off-the-track thoroughbred. The winner, competitor 1507, it's Hartnell and Peter Clossy. Whoa, congratulations, Pete. Well done. Congratulations to Shirley Patterson and to Reg Fleming. Reg was in fact given the horse for the rest of his life by Godolphin when he retired. Reg Fleming, of course, been involved in racing forever, for a very, very long time. And Reg looked after Hartnell, or oversaw the racing program of Hartnell, and he was delighted to take ownership of the horse when Hartnell retired from the racetrack. He's now given him to Shirley Patterson to prepare for the show, and obviously she's done a super job in that respect, and very ably supported by Peter Clossy. Ladies and gentlemen, the second award in our gents section, the men's section of the Fashions on the Field for off-the-track horses, it is competitor 1098, Jonathan Lumsden and Westminster. Congratulations. The third placing being taken out by competitor 1149, it's Brent Bennett and Natalie Mackay's St Andrews.
And Peter, what another wonderful event. I can honestly say I really like Hartnell. He won me some money at certain times when he raced. To see him flying down the straight was just an amazing thing. And to look at such a beautiful horse that now he's come out here as a show horse. Again, what more could you ask? But what a beauty. 3 classes, 3 quality entries. As they say, quality and quantity. And we've certainly got the quality out there with those 3 horses. The sun shining on their backs with beautiful colour. Nice and clean through the throat, and the gentleman handlers just looking wonderful with them. So congratulations to them. But yes, Hartnell, he's a bit of a pin-up boy with a lot of people. So congratulations again to all those winners.
The second award now being presented to Jonathan Lumsden and Westminster. Congratulations, Fiona. Congratulations, Jonathan. And the third placing, ribbon being presented by Becky Jenkins there, to St Andrews, Natalie Mackay's nomination, and Brent Bennett. Well, Peter Clossy, what a thrill that was, Peter Clossy. You came out of left field there, my friend.
I did, Pete. Thanks very much. It's an honour. It's fantastic.
Well, fantastic for you, but I think fantastic for Hartnell too. And I think it's great for people out there to see that a horse as super as Hartnell has got such a wonderful home at the end of his racing days.
Yeah, it is good, and he's appreciated, and he's great company.
Great, thank you very much. Thanks, Peter Clossy. Congratulations. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as they parade around, we have some ride-off music, and you can give your congratulations to the men's winner in the men's section of the Racing Victoria Spring Fashion off-the-track led classes. There's our winner, ladies and gentlemen, Peter Clossy, and the super $7 million earner on the racetrack, Hartnell. Second award to Westminster and Jonathan Lumsden. Third award taken out by Brent Bennett and St Andrews.
Once again, we can't speak more highly of Victorian racing, the racing in the thoroughbred world. And also congratulations not only to the winner, to our second and third place getters, Jonathan Lumsden and Fiona McIntyre. Fiona's been named in previous years as the off-the-track trainer for Racing Victoria. And of course St Andrews has been a very successful racehorse as well. Well done to those exhibitors. Out in ring 1 at the moment, our judge Lindy Walker is just giving a final glance over her 4 winners from her previous classes, and hopefully very soon she will pick her winner, and that winner will be the Best Novice Hack for 2023.